Okay, in the last class I explained two numericals on bars of varying sections. Right, today we will solve one more example. A 6 meter long hollow bar of circular section has 140 mm diameter for a length of 4 meter, while it has 120 mm diameter for a length of 2 meter. Okay. The bar diameter is 80 mm throughout as shown in the figure. Find the elongation of the bar when it is subjected to an axial tensile force of 300 kN. Take modulus of elasticity for the bar material as 200 GPa. This is the problem given. Okay, this diagram is given here. Can see this is 6 meter long hollow circular section. Okay, the length of this is 4 meter and this is 2 meter. Okay, and 140 mm diameter for a length of 4 meter. For the length of 4 meter, this is the bar of 140 mm diameter. This is the external diameter, and while it has 120 mm diameter for a length of 2 meter. For length of 2 meter, can see here there is reduction in the cross section. So this diameter is 120 mm. Okay, this is 140 mm diameter, external diameter for a length of 4 meter, and this is 120 mm diameter for a length of 2 meter. Okay, the bore diameter is 80 mm throughout as shown in the figure. Means this internal diameter that is same here, 80 mm, that is this side. For 2 meter, 4 meter also this is 80 mm, and for this also this is 80 mm. Okay, find the elongation of the bar. So what you have to calculate? You have to calculate the deformation when it is subjected to an axial tensile force of 300 kN. The load is given here, that is tensile force P is equal to 300 kN. Take modulus of elasticity for the bar material as 200 GPa. It is given. Okay, so total length is 6, 4 plus 2, 6 into 10 raised to 3. And diameter of section 1, that is outer diameter, is 140, and length of section 2 is the length of the section 1 is 4 meter, and the diameter for the D2 is 120, and the length of the section 2 is 2 meter, so 2 into 10 raised to 3 millimeter, and inner diameter, that is for both lengths it is same, that is 80 mm. Then P is 300 into 10 raised to 3 Newton, and modulus of elasticity is 200 gigapascal. Okay, now first you have to calculate here area. Okay, because deformation is equal to PL divided by A into E, right? So P we know, here it is given P value. P we have, L we have, and A1, A2 you can calculate, right? So how you can calculate A1 and A2? A1, that is, this is a hollow circular section. So hollow circular section, what is area? Pi divided by 4 into capital D square minus small t square. Here capital D is D1. There are two sections here, right? One section is of 140 mm external diameter and 80 mm internal diameter. Other is cross section of 120 mm outer diameter and 80 mm inner diameter. So this is section 1 and this is for 2. Okay, so first find area A1, that is D1 square pi by 4 into D1 square minus small d1 square. So capital D is what? That is 140. Here capital D for A1, okay, area for the section 1, that is 140 square minus small d1, that is small d is 80. Okay, 80 square. So you will get the answer. Next, consider the portion BC. Okay, for this portion. Now what is A2? Pi divided by 4 into capital D square minus small d2 square here. Okay, so what is that? Capital D2 is 120 here. This 120 minus the D2, small d2 is same, that is 80. Okay, 80. Substitute, you will get the answer. Okay, once if you get what is A1 and A2, you can calculate total deformation. So total deformation is what? That is delta L is equal to delta L1 plus delta L2, right? So P1 L1 divided by A1 E1 plus P2 L2 divided by A2 E2. P and E are common here. P is 300 into 10 raised to 3 and E is 200 into 10 raised to 3. This you can keep it outside and substitute what is L1 and A1 and L2 and A2. Okay, when you simplify this, you will get this answer. Okay, in this way you can calculate the deformation of two bars of different diameters. Next we will see one more problem. See here, a compound bar ABC 1.5 meter long is made up of two parts of aluminium and steel, and that cross-sectional area of aluminium bar is twice that of the steel bar. Okay, see here, read the question properly. A compound bar ABC 1.5 meter long. See, this is the given 1.5 meter long, and the parts made up of two parts of aluminium and steel. So this is aluminium part and this is steel. Okay, the rod is subjected to an axial tensile load of 200 kilonewton. P is 200 kilonewton. If the elongations of aluminium and steel parts are equal, means if deformation is same, deformation delta L of A aluminium is equal to delta L S steel. Okay, axial is 200. Okay, if the elongation of the aluminium and steel parts are equal, find the lengths of the two parts of the component bar. So here we have to calculate what is the length of aluminium bar and what is the length of this steel bar. So here take E is given, steel is 200 GPa and for aluminium as 1/3 of E for steel. Okay, means E for aluminium is equal to 1/3 of ES. Okay, so it's given total length is 1.5 millimeter, 1.5 meter, so that is 1.5 into 10 raised to 3 millimeter. Then cross sectional area of the aluminium bar, that is here it is bar, two parts of aluminium and two parts of aluminium bar is twice that of the steel bar. It is given here. The cross section area of aluminium bar is twice that of the steel bar. So aluminium bar is equal to 2 times of the area of the steel bar. Then axial tensile load is given, and then modulus of elasticity for the steel is 200 GPa and for aluminium as 1/3 of E for steel. So 1/3 of E, that is ES divided by 3. So the modulus of elasticity of aluminium EA is equal to ES divided by 3 is equal to 200 into 10 raised to 3. That is the Young's modulus of steel divided by 3 Newton per mm square. Okay, next let us take length of aluminium bar as LA and length of the steel bar as LS. Okay, how we have to calculate now? First we will find the elongation of the aluminium bar AB. Okay, that portion. So what is that? Elongation is equal to PL divided by A into E, right? So here this is for aluminium bar. So take that, what is P? P is same 200 into 10 raised to 3 and LA we have to calculate. We don't know that. Area of the aluminium bar, that is equal to 2 times of area of the steel. Then E of A means Young's modulus for aluminium, that is 200 into 10 raised to 3 divided by 3. So substitute, you simplify this, you will get one equation, right? So let it be the equation 1. Next we will calculate what is the elongation of the steel part, that is part BC. Okay, again use the same formula, deformation of steel bar, that is equal to PLS divided by AS into ES. Okay, substitute the values. P is 200 into 10 raised to 3 and LS, that we don't know, and AS also we don't know, and ES is equal to 200 into 10 raised to 3. Simplify this, you will get this. Okay, let it be the equation 2. Now what it is given in the problem, it is told that it was given that since elongations of aluminium and steel parts are equal, therefore what happens, deformation is same for both aluminium and steel. Okay, so this equation 1 is equal to equation 2 now. This value is equal to this. Okay, so substitute that 1.5 deformation delta L of aluminium is equal to delta L of steel. Okay, so when you substitute that values, 1.5 LA divided by AS is equal to LS divided by AS. Okay, simplify this, what happens, you will get length of the steel bar is equal to 1.5 times of length of aluminium bar. Now how you can calculate? We know that total length we know. What is the total length? Total length is 1.5 into 10 raised to 3. Right, here this is the total length, that is 1.5. Okay, so 1.5 is equal to now length of aluminium bar plus length of steel bar. Okay, so length of the aluminium bar, what is the length of the aluminium bar? We don't know, let it be. And length of the steel bar, we can write this. Okay, LS is equal to 1.5 times of length of aluminium bar. So substitute that. So okay, only one unknown. Okay, now LA plus 1.5 LA, that becomes 1 plus 1.5, that is equal to 2.5 A. So total length is 1.5 into 10 raised to 3 is equal to now 2.5 LA. After simplification you will get this. So how you can calculate now? After that, so we have to find the length of the aluminium bar and length of the steel bar, right? So simplify these equations. How you can write? This is suppose now this is 1.5 into 10 raised to 3 divided by 2.5, right? That is equal to this length of aluminium bar. Okay, so that is here I have written this and this, you consider these two. Okay, so if you simplify, you will get length of the aluminium bar is equal to 600 mm. Okay, now length of the aluminium bar you know, total length you know, so you can calculate the length of the steel bar. How? It is total length is 1.5 into 10 raised to 3 minus this 600, that is equal to 900 mm. So this is the length of the steel bar. So when you add 600 plus 900, it should become 1500 total length of the bar. Or other way also you can do, how LA is equal to 600 mm. You know the relationship, right? What is LS? Length of the steel bar is equal to 1.5 times of length of aluminium bar. So length of the aluminium bar is 600. So 600 into 1.5, that is equal to 900. So in that way also you can calculate. So now length of the aluminium bar is 600 mm and length of the steel bar is 900 mm. Okay, thank you. Okay, next we will see next example. An alloy circular bar ABCD 3 meter long is subjected to a tensile force of 50 kilonewton as shown in figure. If the stress in the middle portion BC is not to exceed 150 MPa, then what should be its diameter? Okay. Also find the length of the middle portion if the total extension of the bar should not exceed by 3 mm. Take E as 100 GPa. This is the given problem. Okay, A, B, C, D bar, and this portion AB and CD is of 40 mm diameter. This you have to find. What is the diameter of the middle portion BC? Okay, here the total length is given, that is 3 meters or 3 into 10 raised to 3 millimeter, and tensile force is given, that is 50 kilonewton. So 50 into 10 raised to 3 newton. Then maximum stress in the middle portion is not to exceed 150. So stress is equal to 150 Newton per millimeter square, because this is 150 MPa. 150 MPa means 150 into 10 raised to 6 Newton per meter square. If you convert it into millimeter, it becomes 150 Newton per millimeter square. Okay, then also find the length of the middle portion if the total extension of the bar should not exceed by 3 mm. So extension is nothing but deformation, that is equal to 3 mm. Okay, then modulus of elasticity is given, that is E is equal to 100 GPa. GPa is gigapascal, 10 raised to 9 Newton per meter square. So if you convert it into millimeter, it becomes 100 into 10 raised to 3 Newton per millimeter square. Okay, first we will calculate the stress is given, so you can calculate the diameter. How you can calculate the diameter? See, we know this is the diameter of the middle portion. Okay, this is, let it be D, and we have the formula, stress is equal to load divided by area, correct? So this load, the load is here, it is given, that is 50 into 10 raised to 3. Okay, substitute here, and A is equal to pi by 4 divided pi divided by 4 into D square, right? So this is why, because stress is equal to load divided by area. Okay, so here it is P divided by A. So 50 into 10 raised to 3 divided by pi by 4 into D square. Okay, when you simplify this, you will get D square is equal to this. So take the square root of that, you get D is equal to 20.6 mm. Okay, so in this way you can calculate the diameter of the middle portion. Okay, the first part is over. Next we will find the length of the middle portion. How to find this length of the middle portion? So what we will do, see, we will calculate first area of this portion also, portion AB. The length of the portion AB and CD is same, okay. So that is pi by 4 into 40 square. Okay, so that is 1257. So this we will consider as the same, this and AB and CD. Let it be the area of one section. Okay, next this is section 2. So let us consider this as section 1. This is also section 1. Okay, this is also section 1 and this is also section 1. Okay, and this we will consider as section 2. Okay, so now A1 is pi by 4 into 40 square, that is this, and area of the middle portion, that is this, A2. A2 is equal to pi divided by 4 into D square. What is D? The calculated D is 20.6. So substitute that, you will get this. A2 is this one and A1 is this. Okay, once if you know that, you know the total deformation formula, right? What is that? Total deformation is equal to delta L is equal to PL divided by A into E. right? So here there are two sections. We will consider two sections. This as one section and this as the second section. Okay. So deformation is equal to now delta L1 plus delta L2. Delta L1 is P1 L1 divided by A1 A1 plus P2 L2 divided by A2 into E2. Okay, P and E is common here because it is given. P is given and E also same. So that you keep it outside. Then what remains here inside is L1 divided by A1 plus L2 divided by E2. This portion here. This is the portion that you have to write here. Okay. So now substitute the values. What is P? P is equal to 50 into 10 raised to 3 and divided by E. E is equal to 100 into 10 raised to 3. Okay. So and into L1. L1 is what now? See, this is the portion L. Okay. This is L1. This because I consider this as the section 1 and this also L1. This is also L1. So this is L2 now because for the section 2. This is L2. Okay. So L1 is equal to, what is this L1? So total distance length we know, that is 3 meter, means 3000 millimeter. So we want only this distance, L1 distance we want. So how you will get the total distance, total length minus this. If you deduct this L, you will get these two distances, right? These two lengths. So write that L1 is total length minus this portion. Okay. So you will get this portion. So 3000 minus L divided by 1257, that is area of A1. Okay. Plus, what is L2 now? L2 is this portion, that is L here. This is L2, that is L. L divided by what is A2? A2 is 333.3. Okay, substitute here, simplify, and here right side, left side, delta L, that is equal to 3 mm. Here it is given extension, total extension is 3 mm. So substitute that 3 is equal to P L divided by AE. Once if you simplify this, you will get L is equal to 1.64 into 10 raised to 3 meter. Okay, so convert into meter, so you will get 1.64 meter. I think you have understood this. Okay, I will again in short I will explain what you have to do here. First find the diameter. Okay, diameter of the middle portion. That is nothing. It's not difficult, right? How you can calculate? You know stress. Stress is equal to load divided by area, right? The load is given here. That is 50 kilonewton, and stress is given, that is 150. Area we don't know, so substitute that equation, pi divided by 4 into d square, so you will get the value of d. Okay, so that is this one. Now let us consider this AB and CD as the section 1, and this is the BC is the different cross section. It is diameter is less compared to ABCD, the diameter of BC is less. So that is the section 2. So find what is A1 and A2, right? You have D1 and you have D2. So you can calculate what is A1, A2. Once it is done, then find the, use the deformation formula. What is deformation formula? Delta L is equal to delta L1 plus delta L2, because here we are considering two sections. So delta L1 is P1 L1 divided by A1 E1 plus delta 2 is P2 L2 divided by A2 E2. Okay, then P and E are common here, so take it outside and then find what is L1 and what is A1. Okay, substitute that. Here, while considering this L1, what you have to do, you want this distance, right? L1 means this and this distance. How you will get total distance you consider, that is 3000 minus deduct this middle portion. Okay, so that is 3000 minus L.
So divided by 12.57 plus, it is not 12.57, 1257. Then L is this distance only, L2. So substitute only one unknown, L, and deformation you know. So simplify and you will get L is equal to 1.64 into 10 raised to 3. That is in millimeter. If you convert into meter, you will get 1.64 meters. Okay. Thank you.